Hey guys, AU79 Chemistry here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make copper carbonate out of copper acetate and baking soda. So here in this beaker I already dissolved a bit of copper acetate, and if you're wondering how I got that, I basically got it out of a reaction with vinegar and copper, but I'll probably show that on the channel a little bit later. I just decided to make this product. Alright, so now I'm going to pour in the baking soda, but before I do this, I want to warn you that this does make hydrogen gas. So if you're doing this in a larger scale, this is a pretty small scale, but if you're doing it in a larger scale, make sure to have some ventilation, so like open a window or do the reaction outside or something. So now I'm going to add this in, and it's going to make copper carbonate and sodium acetate, and I'll show it here. So it's bubbling up, and that's the reaction taking place. So after a short amount of time, I can already see the light blue precipitant there. So that light blue fogginess there, that is the product. That is copper carbonate. So this stuff is insoluble, which is good because that's how we extract it. So the byproduct we're making here is, well, hydrogen gas, which just escapes in the air, and also sodium acetate, which dissolves in the water. So that would be a perfect way to separate it. So after this, we'll just filter out, and whatever's insoluble is what we'll keep. Alright, so I just left this for a couple minutes, and I put a bit more baking soda in it, and it reacted a whole bunch more. So just make sure you keep adding baking soda until the reaction stops fizzing, and that's how you know it'll be good. So I'm just gonna add some more here. Keep spilling it. So yeah, mine is still reacting a bit. Just keep on adding more baking soda until it stops fizzing. And it's okay if you add too much. If you go a little over, that's fine, because the baking soda is water soluble, and we're going to be basically dumping out whatever's water soluble, unless you want to keep sodium acetate. But I'll probably make another video for that in the future. So I'm just filtering this stuff out right now, and I found out that it's actually not completely insoluble. It's actually slightly soluble. So that's why you can see a little bit blue there. That is the product being used up, mixed with sodium acetate. But we will still get a decent amount there, because over time it does kind of separate from the solution. So once this is done, I'm going to dry it out, and we're still losing a little bit of product there. But make sure, I'd highly suggest doing this on a larger scale. I just did it in a small scale just to demonstrate how to make this stuff. But anyways, yeah. Alright, so I just finished filtering and drying this out. So now we have the final product, copper carbonate. But this is a very dangerous chemical, especially in this powder form. So make sure to handle with gloves because it's skin and eye irritant. And make sure not to breathe in the fumes. Make sure you're just in a ventilated area. And I'm going to seal it in this container over here and put these labels in. So this is the formula, and this is the Wimmis symbol for it. So here's the final product in the container, and as you can see, I got a very small amount there. So that's probably not going to be useful for much, but I'll probably later make a bigger supply of it. Anyways, I hope you found this video useful, and if so, continue watching my videos, and that's all. Alright, so now I'm going to add baking soda, and just before I do this, this reaction does produce hydrogen gas, so make sure you're in a ventilated area if you're doing this in a larger scale. I'm doing this in a fairly small scale, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to add this in. Is that a fly? Gotcha. Gotcha.